All right, today we're going to take a look at extending that idea of using the distance formula to calculate distance of line segments from visual graphs. So instead of being given ordered pairs, you're going to first need to look at your graph, identify those endpoints, those coordinates, and then use the formula to find the distance between points. So we're kind of putting multiple skills that we've been looking at recently together. So if you remember from the review of the coordinate plane, if I'm going to figure out this location, I always move left and right first because my x value comes first in the coordinate. And then I'm going to be looking at my vertical distance, which is my y value. So again, we start at the origin. We're always going to start here in the middle when we're counting. And I'm going to move over to where I'm in line with my dot. So this would be -1, -2, -3, -4. So -5 is where it is in line with that dot. So my x value is -5. Now for my y value, and again, I can go ahead and put that down. For my y value, I would be going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And anytime you're moving up, you should notice also by the labels, but it's positive values. So my coordinate for this pair, this dot right here is -5, 5. And I'm going to do the same for my other dot down here. So to figure out the coordinate for that, again, I'm going to start at my origin or 0, 0, and I'm going to go 1 down -2. So 1 is my x value, -2 is my y value. So once you have those coordinates, clean that up a little bit there. Once you have those coordinates, the procedure is exactly the same. So we're going to get out our square root sign. And again, I'm looking for you guys to use the formula as far as a setup, and then you can still use that online calculator for your calculations of the actual answer. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract my x values. Again, that's the first number that you see in an ordered pair. So -5 minus 1 squared. And I'm going to add the subtraction of my y values. So 5 minus -2. Again, be careful with those negative coordinates so that we don't lose the subtraction sign in between. And we're going to square it. So again, I want to see the setup of your formula on your worksheet. But again, you can use that online resource. So to kind of talk you through how you find that again, if we go to the course page, this is the home page. Today is Thursday, so we'd be looking under Thursday's assignment. That's the quickest way to go about this. Now, again, if you're not here on a Thursday and you're picking it up later, if you're clicking on that assignment, you'll see the instruction video that I'm going to post after this. But the second one is the distance calculator online. So hopefully you recognize this. We're going to go ahead and click the link and open it up. And again, this is an easy, assured way that you can get the correct answer. Once you have determined what the coordinates are on your visual graphic there, we can plug them in. So remember, we have -5, 5, 1, -2. So again, my first order pair is -5, 5, and then 1, -2. You can simply throw those coordinates in there, hit calculate, and again, I'm still looking for your answers to be rounded to the nearest tenth, which is one number after the decimal. So for this first example, 9.2 is the distance of this diagonal two-dimensional line. So it's going to be 9.2. And again, distance you're going to find is always positive. And using that online calculator, you're never going to go wrong unless you enter in your coordinates wrong or they're the wrong coordinates, but it will be able to calculate it appropriately for you. All right, taking a look at number 2. So again, same kind of idea. We've got a visual. We're going to have to figure out the ordered pair for each of these endpoints. So looking at the one on the left, again, I start at the origin, that center where the axis is crossed. And my ordered pair for my x, we'd say 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at -5. So that's my x value. And we would go up a distance of 1. So this ordered pair is -5, 1. Looking at my right-hand dot here, again, starting at the origin, we go over 4. And again, guys, if you remember, if I'm not moving up or down, and I'm directly on my point, I don't move anywhere up and down. So that coordinate would be 0. So again, once you've established the ordered pairs, then you're going to go into your online calculator and plug them in. So we had -5, 1, and 4, 0 for the second ordered pair on our graph. And hitting calculate, we get 9 point. Now this one, guys, I am going to encourage you to round. 9.0 is maybe tempting to chop it off, but if I look at that next number, this is the first one we've come across, so this is where we're going to talk about it. It is a 5, so technically we should round up. So this should be the answer of 9.1. Now I'm not going to nail you on your work if you don't always round up, but I do want you to be kind of mindful of that if we are close to the next number, that we do round up. So 9.1 for that one. And again, I do want you to take a minute and write it into the formula for me. So for this example, again, I'm subtracting my x values first. So -5 minus 4 squared. I'm taking my x values and I'm subtracting them. Then I'm going to add it with a subtraction of my y values. 1 minus 0 squared. So again, I'm looking for this on your worksheet. Ooh, now it's going to pull over that bar. And then also, again, once you use the online calculator, you can simply just write down the answer. All right, 2 more examples just to get you comfortable with it. So again, same kind of process, same kind of steps. We're going to figure out our locations of the endpoints there and then calculate the distance. So for this point over here on the left, we should have -1, 2, 3. So -3 for my x value, and going up 1, 2, 3 for my y value. Then looking at my other ordered pair right here, we go over 2 and up 2. So 2, 2 would be my ordered pair. Using the formula to plug in my values. Again, I'm going to subtract my y values first, -3 and 2, and square it, and add my subtraction of y values, 3 minus 2 squared. And again, from there, we can plug it in that calculator. So again, move on over to your calculator. And -3, 3, and it was 2, 2. So we're going to calculate it. And here's another example, guys, where rounding really should occur. We have 5.0, but if you look at that next number of 9, that makes that 0 round up to a 1. So your answer should technically be, if we're rounding to the nearest tenth, 5.1. So hopefully you're starting to get the hang of it. Let's do one more example together. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention, hopefully you figured out, if you are taking notes, you are looking at page 5 on the bottom, and I do believe the last 2 here we're looking at are on the back side. So it is a double-sided note sheet. So it's page 5 for the notes for today. All right, so looking at this ordered pair right here, we'd be going +1 and up 5. So positive numbers all around there. So 1, 5. Looking at my second ordered pair here of this other dot right here, I'm looking at over 2 and down 2. So over 2 is positive, -2 for my y value. Then using my formula to set it up, I'm going to set up my square root. Then we're going to subtract our x values. Again, it's the first number in ordered pair. So 1 minus 2 squared, and adding it to the subtraction of my y values. So 5 minus -2. Again, be wary, be careful of those negative numbers. And you're going to square that value. So going ahead and plugging it in to the calculator, we have 1, 5, 2, -2. So 1, 5, 2, -2. And calculate. So 7.07, 7.1. Hopefully you should see that you should be able to round that up. So your answer is 7.1. All right, so to kind of quickly review, so again, when you go to the home page, again, it's under Thursday, or if you're accessing it later on in your assignments, it is the distance formula part 2 that we looked at today. Here is your distance online calculator. The video will be posted. They're going to be links now until I can figure out how you embed the videos again, but it still works. You just click on it. You can watch the video. If you need to watch it again, or if you want to beef up your notes or whatever have you, it will be there for you. The distance calculator is there for you under step 2, and step 3, the completed practice assignment. So just to make sure that you guys are clear, because I did break this up into 2 days. When you click on the assignment, same thing. If you have a paper packet, you're going to find this in your packet. There are going to be 3 problems for you to complete. So whether you're looking in your packet, this would be on the bottom of page 6, those 3 problems. Or if you are writing these down by hand, what I'm asking for you is to do exactly what I did on the instructional video here. Tell me what your order pairs are, write it in the formula, and then use the online calculator to calculate the answer. So again, if you're writing them by hand, you don't have to write the graph. You don't have to show me the graph. You can just do them in order, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, work left to right. Tell me your ordered pairs, and then show me your formula, calculate your answer. Now, whether you do it on the paper packet and you can just take a picture, or you wrote it down and take a picture, submission is the same. So you just go to hit submit, take your picture and submit it that way. So again, just to reiterate, it is section 3 only. There are 3 problems. And if you're looking at your packet, this would be the bottom of page 6. If you need any help, just reach out. If you're having trouble setting it up or using it on an online calculator, if you really need anything, you guys know how to contact me. You can inbox me, you can send me a chat on Teams. I'd be more than willing to help you through this. Just make sure that you're asking. I can't scout every one of you down. So please reach out if you need help. Good luck.